My name's Jason, this is the WDS Originals YouTube channel, and behind me here is my Supercharged S62 E30 M3. And those of you that watched last week's episode will know that we spent a bit of time stripping this car down, taking the engine and gearbox out, and getting it out of my workshop and on its way to Custom Cages. And whilst we were dropping this car off, the guys at Custom Cages kindly offered us the opportunity to come up midway through the process and show you guys at home just how this car was getting on. Now, just before we get into that, if you guys at home are enjoying the content, I'd kindly ask you to hit that subscribe button as it massively helps the channel grow.
Custom Cages, Tom speaking. How can I help?
Hi Tom, it's Jason with the BMW E30. How are we doing? You alright?
Yeah, very well, thank you. Yourself?
Good, yeah, not too bad, thank you. I'm just wondering if it's alright to come up today.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. That's not a problem at all. What would be your rough ETA?
I'm going to guess about 2 hours, say 2:15, something like that. Is that alright?
Yeah, no, that's absolutely fine. That's not a problem at all.
Perfect, lovely. Alright, well, I'll head up shortly and I'll see you in 2.5 hours, something like that.
Appreciate it. Bye-bye.
Now, using YouTube teleportation services, we walk out of my workshop and walk straight into Custom Cages. How are we doing? You alright? Yeah, not bad. Nice to see you again. Thank you very much indeed.
No,
appreciate it.
Good journey up there.
Yeah, it was alright. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Cheers. There we go. Yeah, it's alright. You're all good. Goodness me, it's going well.
Yeah, it's coming together actually.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Christ.
Yeah.
It's moved along a lot quicker than I thought.
It's one of those, as soon as you get started with it, it's...
It all comes together quickly, eh?
Once, I mean,
Look
yesterday
at that.
morning, when you looked at it yesterday morning,
Yeah,
you had the main hoop, 8 pillars in, and the main hoop was dropped to the floor.
sure.
That was it, and then all of a sudden...
It's all just quickly coming and look at that. So at this point here, we let Jack crack on doing his thing and grabbed you guys a few clips. And only a few days later, we received a call from Custom Cages saying Jack had finished the work on this E30. So it was time to go and collect it. So here it is, guys, my BMW E30 M3 that now features a full FIA-approved Custom Cages roll cage that we're going to be going above and beyond with, building my absolute childhood dream car out of all of my favourite M cars. So we got this car home and started spraying it with some rust-inhibiting primer, as this car is going to take some time to build, as what we're doing is technically a world's first. I'm yet to find anybody else that's done a supercharged S62 DCT E30 M3. So there we have it. Our E30 shell is now prepped and primed so that it can be protected the entire time we're building this car. Now, our next step was to take this over to Toby, who was actually going to finish bits on the cage, as Custom Cages weren't able to finish the rear bar that ties in the differential due to the fact the diff wasn't installed. So now, with the car on Toby's ramp, we were able to drop that 318 IS running gear out from the bottom of this M3 and install the actual M3 subframe. Now, we've had this subframe reinforced, and we are also going to be polybushing it in order for that diff to sit exactly where it needs to sit. So with this now polybushed and mounted in the car, we were able to start working on that rear beam. Now, what we needed to do was tie the diff and the subframe into the roll cage of the car. Now, this is done through the boot floor, so as you can see, Toby marked out where we needed to drill and started drilling those holes. With the holes now drilled, it was time to get the roll cage bar and drill the same holes through in order to tie it all together. We then installed these bosses into the tube so that the entire thing could be nut and bolted or put on studs at a later date. Toby then went ahead with the welding and started welding those bosses into that tube. And whilst Toby's doing this, I thought you guys at home may appreciate this drawing. A friend of ours, Josh, likes to doodle on Toby's whiteboard, and in this particular instance, he decided to do a drawing of me. And if I'm honest, I think it's pretty mint. Now back to working on the E30, you can see Toby screwing in some studs that we're going to use as locator pins to go all the way through the subframe and into the boot floor. This will enable Toby to work out exactly where this bar needs to sit and cut it to the right size in order to weld it in the car. And after a bit more cutting and a bit more sanding, this bar sat perfectly. Toby had worked it out exactly where it needed to be, and as you can see, it dropped straight onto those locator pins that we had screwed through the diff. Now, with this in situ, we were able to weld the bar in and finalise this entire cage. Now the next part of this involved a billet aluminium casing for my diff. Now you may have seen this earlier, but what this effectively is a second ear for the differential. So normally with E30s they have a single ear diff. When you start putting a bit more power through them, they have a tendency to rock or snap that diff ear. So by using a billet aluminium casing on the back of the differential, you are able to spread the load between two diff ears. But what this does mean is you need to weld in new ears. Now obviously we replaced the original OEM mount and also added the additional side. So as you can see here, we now have two diff mounts ready to mount that diff. So in theory, this diff is now bolted through the roll cage and direct to the chassis as well as the subframe. So this should be more than sufficient for the amount of power that we're going to be running through this E30. I just want to say a massive thank you for watching today's video, and there is plenty more content to come on this car, including the remainder of the fabrication that needs to be done at Toby's. So if you're enjoying the content on this car, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and drop a comment down below as to anything you may want to see. For now, I just want to say again, thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one.